I told me I can go pick mine up to the 9th.
Edit.
But
Episode.
anyway, so yeah, I've been working weekends, like go and cover other people's areas because I want hours. So,
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
so yeah. And then today, I like did that whole fucking project on 90 today by myself. I mean, it's always by myself because I'm the only Unity employee in Lafayette. But like our contractors for GM cable put
Uh-huh.
our new line in. They find how all the conduit in, but
Mm-hmm.
they're like the day the dude called me this morning, was like, "Hey man, just to let you know we got this much cable, so you can locate the extra cable." I was like, fuck. I just got this now, so I did the project because it's for Southern Constructors, Atmos, and AT&T is put mist some company called Misty or whatever is putting it in.
I saw all the I saw I saw all the tickets that came in for 90, and holy crap, there's like 4 different contractors out there.
Dude, there. Okay,
Oh, we're live,
there's
by the way.
oh, oh,
I just hit live. Come on. It's
well,
interesting
damn.
conversation. Just keep. Don't let that
I'm
stop you.
no, well, I don't give a shit anyway. But yeah, so it's
You are twanging a little bit on my end. Let me see. Maybe it's. Oh,
no, my
it's a little
my
bit.
internet's
How's your
been a shit
microphone?
recently. Microphone's fine. Just my
Oh,
internet's been a little shit lately.
ooh,
Like with some,
not as bad as last week at that cell tower. We don't want to talk about that.
I didn't know there
Uh,
was a cell tower that was out.
mm, 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 mm. I'm awake.
But anyway,
I'm
yeah, there
awake.
are line tech is out there to replace the poles for energy. Atmos is out there to replace to move the gas line back. I think I saw a Cox surveyor there, so he's probably Cox gonna put a ticket in to move their cable back soon. AT&T's moving their cable back, and now we're moving our cable back. And on top of that, Dottie keeps putting their tickets in. Southern Constructor keeps putting in for the water line.
Oh,
They're
good.
so yeah.
Well, I mean, you mark out one ticket, you mark out the line, and you get to what? Close out 15 tickets
I closed out
easily.
like 30 tickets today because
I was gonna say at least. I'm underestimating.
and then tomorrow I finished the whole thing. So a friend of mine were doing like competing steps because he is like, I bet you I wish you do. I was like, no, you don't. She works at an
No.
auditor's office. Like, bet she had 5,000 steps in today. I had 18,000 steps today.
I don't even try to compete with anybody. I put a lot more mileage. I get a lot more mileage on my truck than I do walking than I used to. Than I ever used to. But that's because of the area I cover. It's just like all the way just way more a lot more driving than I ever have before. But got to do what we got to do. Ah,
But yeah, I spent the whole. It took me like all day to do that ticket.
it's good times, man.
I mean, it was all right. It was hot today, but it wasn't too hot, so it wasn't terrible. But
I
I, mean,
thought well,
I just listen to music with my headphones all day. That's what I do when I have long tickets. Just pop my headphones in and just
yeah.
listen to music while I don't care that you're not supposed to technically
Oh,
be local.
yeah. Well, I felt like I was a little kid that had to be forced to go to school and all he wanted to do was stay home and play video games because that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to stay home and play video games, but I had work to do. I kept saying I have muggle shit to do. I'm not happy about this. Yes.
Well, I cannot wait for get to my copy.
Oh, oh.
I hear the game's good.
Yeah, I'm as much as I've been running my mouth about the controversy surrounding it. At one point today, there were 1.2 million people watching. Just these are viewers on Twitch. 1.2 million people watching other people play video games on Twitch. It's like I'm gonna beat the dead horse. It's like that's better ratings than some popular TV shows.
Well, I'm avoiding all spoilers, so
Oh, I avoided every single little bit of gameplay, like a bunch of the channels that I normally follow that talk about Cyberpunk and
Oh,
The
yeah.
Witcher and everything. They talk about, oh, this is coming, oh, that is coming, oh, things you. Game Ranks came out with 10 things you need to know the before you buy. I went, nope, nope, next, 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 next. I don't care.
Yeah,
I do not care.
any if I plan on playing any game, I avoid any of my streamers that that
Mm,
play it. Like whenever I was playing through my playthrough of God of War, I
mm-hmm.
avoided like Jacksepticeye's uh playthroughs just so I wouldn't get any spoilers. But
Yeah.
I was ahead of him the whole fucking time anyway. Just
Haha.
he did it in segments. I played for like 8 hour streams. I must have got like 50 or 60 hours in that game just because I like. Well, also I'm a video game hoarder. Like I look for all the little nooks and crannies.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm what 7. I'm close to 6 hours in. I'm almost at 6 hours, and I've only touched the surface. I've done 5 main storyline quests, but I need to get some of the storyline done to at least unlock the broom. I don't know when you get the broom, but man, let me say this. I
well,
will say this. It's a lot bigger than I thought. People were talking about how much of an open world it is. The map is a lot bigger than you think it is. It's
like Elden Ring size or bigger?
I don't think it's Elden Ring size, but I mean, you thinking it's just like Hogwarts and Hogsmeade. It's like no, it is. It's Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, the Dark Forest, and
Well, yeah, I knew the forest.
all kinds of different areas all around it. So there's a lot of walking, a lot of who, what's over here? Oh, what's over here? Oh, what's that over there? What is this puzzle that I have to figure out all by myself? Because I'm not going to look for spoilers online. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
I mean I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, it's fun. It's Hogwarts, man. If you're a fan, if you're a fan of the Harry Potter universe, I think you're
I
going to
mean,
enjoy this game. Just absolutely,
I,
you're going to enjoy the game.
I mean I'm not like a super hardcore fan. I watched the movies growing up, and that's about it.
It's a fun wizard open world game. So there you go.
Like I know this might be a tad bit, excuse me,
Don't
blasphemous for
don't
blasphemous
be yawning.
for all the people who might be listening to this, and even in the future, I know this will probably be a taboo for them, but I haven't read any of the books, so
Take Star Wars and change the characters around. Make them children.
I also I also haven't watched any of the new movies
Oh,
with the
the
prequels.
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
They didn't. I know the most recent one landed like a wet fart.
Well, I heard there was some like because of the whole Johnny Depp thing, but then people are like were tracking all that because he was proven innocent. Like people hate. I heard people were shitting on it because he was in the movie and he was like, "Oh, he's a woman beater or whatever." But then the whole thing about him coming out, he was proven innocent in the court of law. So,
Well, they both had their own dealings. They both had to take some responsibility in that relationship. But Amber Heard's a psychopath.
uh, eh. I mean,
Oh
I
no,
only
she was 100% at fault. Johnny
no
Depp
no no no
never should have gotten
no.
canceled. But guilty until proven innocent. Bring out the torches and pitchforks, baby. Burn them at the stake
No, I mean, like
in
I was
Minecraft.
saying, like I didn't really get into I didn't really get into all the nitty gritty. I was just watching all the memes come out of it because I thought it was funny.
Though
I got
that's the best thing to come out of anything is the memes.
yeah. But yes, I haven't watched any of the prequels. I actually haven't even watched like the last Harry Potter movie. I saw like all of them, and then the Deathly Hallows Part One. I never really, and I started watching Deathly Hallows Part Two, but I never finished it. I know how it ends. I just, I just never finished it. I don't know. I'll get around to it one day. I liked Lord of the Rings better though, so
Ooh, did you see the new Lego set they're coming out with? $500. It's Rivendell.
Rivendell, yeah, Rivendell. I saw you.
Oh, that is so sexy. Holy shit. $500.
Sir, I don't need another hobby. I have D&D.
Yeah, but that's a relatively cheap hobby, though.
Yeah, fuck it is. No,
Would you like to compare that to things like Magic the Gathering, Warhammer 40K, Warhammer Fantasy? Come
I know
on.
how expensive Magic is, all right? But
Let let's
look.
compare
Me
it
and
to
my buddy,
cardboard crack.
look. We just bought the new Terras Mini that was $400. Just the mini alone was
Hold up.
$400.
I gotta see this thing. Hold on.
We also when we bought Tiamat last year. who is also $400. We have so many minis that are very expensive. Like our mini list is
How is that thing $400 fucking? Holy
it's
Jesus.
very big.
That's what she said. Ladies.
It's a very large mini.
Okay, let's see. Wh-
And
Somebody want to
the
bring this up with a size comparison? That's
um
let's see. That's not the. Holy Jesus! All right, I'm looking for a picture with a size comparison. Painting the Tarrasque. Okay, let's make sure this is the one.
I mean, I painted my own terrace from a 3D print that I ordered online, which was only like $70, so it was a lot cheaper. But I painted my own, well, actually. And then I like the moment I finished painting it, fucking Wizards release was like, "Hey, we're releasing the Tarrasque next year." I was like, "You bitches."
11 inches tall.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but the red dragon, like some of the other, that's my God.
The ancient red dragon just came out, and then Tiamat came out last year.
That's the Tarat. That just seems overpriced. $400. My God. Maybe I'm just weird.
Sir, have you seen how expensive Magic is for a fucking card? Okay, that this
It
is an
depends
actual
on
like physical mini. That's a card.
the what the hell is that dragon called? Uh,
D and
Hordes
D dragon or Magic dragon?
Archangel. The Archangel. $100. It's $100 mini that is much bigger than 11 inches tall, and it was only $100. But granted, you put together and paint it, which I did, but not $400.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
the one we got was the official one. Like this is yeah, we have a bunch of men. Like okay, so I bought I bought a smaller Tiamat, which we just use as her avatar now,
yeah.
because the avatars are typically smaller. In D&D. I bought a Terrace, which is only like a tad bit smaller than the official one. And I painted that one. I haven't painted TMI yet, but then I also bought Bahamut because the official Bahamut mini is like really fucking small. And I was like, no, we can't have a small Bahamut. We have a big Tiamat. So I bought a Bahamut and I painted him, but I didn't paint him the traditional dark black metal dragon that he was official. I gave him like a bright silver
Oops.
or more of a platinum look with a sheen blue under his wings and a dark metal blue on top of his wings.
Switch it over.
So,
I needed to change the title. We're on episode 6.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't need another expensive hobby. I have I have D and
Yeah.
also we buy all the books. We buy a bunch of custom minis. Like so, Hero Forge minis are like $50 here and there just for a mini, like a human
How much?
size mini.
Okay. You cut out. How much are they?
Like $50-ish per mini for custom minis. Like custom Hero Forge minis.
See, I don't think. See, that's not bad, really. You get exactly, if you're getting exactly what you want, I don't think $50 is all that bad. What's the if as long as the detail and the quality's good?
It is. It's gotten better over the years, and now
Perfected.
because we play a lot of like Tailspire, which is an online map builder for it's like a 3D environment builder. I think I showed you that before. They partner with Hero so you can just pay $7, and you can just transfer your digital mini over to the game, and you can have the digital copy that goes on Tailspire. So they've integrated each other.
Nice.
So yeah, it's cool. So now because like Tailspire is it's great for what it is. It's like a $10, $20 game. It's like $20 for a really good D&D online map builder. It's fully like 3D. You can build it layer by layer, so it's not just a flat map that you just look and play D&D on. Which I mean, that works too. but Roll20 fucking sucks. I hate Roll20 so much. The I mean, some people like it. I don't. I just don't like having to try and navigate all this shit, and like it's just so overly complicated. Well, Tailspire, even though it's 3D, is actually really simple and it's really easy to use, and building on is. Plus, like the community makes a lot of like maps based on the book. So if you needed something from a book, you could just go search it, and someone's probably built it already. Like we were playing Curse of Strahd online, and we didn't know how we didn't have any. We couldn't find. Like, we couldn't have the time to build the maps for Curse of Strahd. Someone already built the entire campaign in Hero 4, Tailspire, so made it stupidly easy for us.
No.
Oh, I can just keep going on and on about D&D. But
Well,
yes,
nothing wrong with that.
I love D&D. I play it so much.
I'm limited
Like
in the number of things I can do outside
you have
of
chil- you have
outside of
children.
work. Well, yes, that too. But when I got my Mondays and Tuesdays right now, and I'm I'm not gonna be able. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I will not be. I won't have time to make videos or do any streaming whatsoever. We got stuff to do at the home office, so I won't be back I won't be back to Hogwarts until Saturday, which is fine. But I had to stream it last night for fucking hours because
Hello,
I'm a
someone
lunatic.
from Australia. Nice to meet
My
you.
goodness, how you doing? Oh man.
Oh, we have a viewer all the way from Australia. That's a something.
When I was streaming this morning, when I was playing Hogwarts Legacy, had somebody from the UK popped into my stream and did some chitty chatting with it a little bit. He had already been playing for like 8 or 9 hours already because the time zone releases across the country, across the world, which I did not understand. Like PC was only able to start playing here at around 11, 12 o'clock, which
Well,
is
I'm
like
playing on my
just dumb.
PlayStation.
Oh yeah, out there.
I want to.
There was something with the Xbox where you could change the times, change your location on the Xbox to New Zealand and play it like 10, 12 hours earlier.
Hmm.
Yeah. I was like,
With today's sponsor, NordVPN. No, we're not actually sponsored.
NordVPN. No, no. I mean, just go into the Xbox, the settings on the Xbox, and change it there. Yeah.
I mean, hey, Nord, if you want to sponsor us,
I ain't taking no fucking sponsors. I mean,
we'll ourselves out.
chill. Yeah, that remains to be seen. Um, I have to turn my VPN off in order to watch HBO Max on my laptop, so I can take notes. I mean, I could easily watch it on my TV, which is like but I just as soon watch it at my computer and write shit down. So
I'm already at my computer, so I'm already like I'm playing a game and I have 3 monitors, so
You
I
have
got
3
one
monitors, so
what am I
well,
saying? I have two.
One of them's my TV, so like I bought 2 really good monitors for Black Friday, and then
I'm gonna end up having to buy. I think I mentioned it before. I'm gonna end up having to buy a new TV with a better refresh rate because when I do finally get a new computer, I'm plugging it into
well apparently
9:46 in the morning.
yeah, I was about to say apparently
Holy
our
crap.
viewer
You are
our viewers from the
12
future,
hours ahead of us. How is it? What's it like in the future, Sam? How's the weather? I'm so stupid. Oh, how many Australians do I listen to? I know.
How's the spiders over there?
They try to kill you. Ask if you watch Shadversity. He's killed numerous different wildlife, mostly spiders and snakes, with the swords that he talks about. Shadversity. I want to buy his book. I want to get his book. He's got a book and a graphic novel coming out. But anyway, what?
I have a question for our Australian viewer. Like, how often do you ever come across funnel spiders? The ones with the oversized fangs that you have to pry off if they bite you.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I was watching I can't remember where I was watching. I was on YouTube or Discovery Channel back when the Discovery Channel was a thing. If it still is a thing, I don't know.
Eh.
There's this thing called a funnel spider where it makes a cocoon or like a cone-shaped web, and like it likes to hide in people's houses, and it's a sort of like a version of a tarantula. Where like I think I could be wrong, I could be 100% wrong, but like I remember distinctly the remembering feature for me was its fangs were so big that it's oversized fangs, too big for its face, and when it bites you, it can't let go, so you have to pull it off of you.
Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Funnel spider.
I think I'm gonna pull
Oh, it
this
doesn't look
up.
that big. Of course, I could be astronomically wrong. Bum. It's about the size of a tarantula.
Are only in Sydney, so I never cross. Okay, okay. So we should avoid Sydney, is what you're saying.
No, no, we should go to Sydney because they're not in Sydney. Sydney
No, he's
civilization? No, only in Sydney, so I never come across them. Oh, funnel spiders are only in Sydney. Okay, lie. I should learn how to read. All right.
that's why I'm a moderator.
I'm actually well. Okay, so you just finished watching episode 4.
I did.
I watched it Sunday night.
Well, I've been busy.
I know there are a couple of scenes that they follow pretty much straight from the book. I know what
You mean
characters
the
were
game?
the yeah, that's what I said from the game.
Sure you did.
Yeah, I know what that said game. I'm not running on 4 hours of sleep.
I am.
Well, 2 hours and 2 hours. 2 hours and 2 hours. What the hell is wrong with me? Oh man. So, what'd you think of the episode?
Oh, I fucking loved it. It was space minus like the community scene, like because that was added, which I didn't mind because again they're just adding to the story. It was like again almost a shot for shot with the game.
Yep. The trap, the crash, Ellie saving Joel. Um, so yeah, pretty much everything that happened in the game. I spoiler. I
Oh
don't like
yeah,
I don't like
spoilers.
Kathleen. She's a twat. She doesn't make sense. There is nothing intimidating. No spiders in the city. No, it's complicated. No, that
There's
sounds
always
wonderful. I mean,
spiders.
if there's no spiders in the city, that doesn't sound all that complicated to me. That sounds like a wonderful thing. Mm. But yeah, I don't like Kathleen. There's nothing intimidating about her. She does not come across as any sort of intimidating leader. How she's leading this group that they added to the game. But what I
You
did
know
like,
why? Hold
what?
on. You don't want to know why she's not intimidating to me?
Because you know
Because
her
I
from
can.
something else.
Yes, I cannot unsee that she was Rose from Two and a Half Men.
Oh, I don't. She's not intimidating. She does like if you had Tess in that role, an actress like Tess with her demeanor and her attitude, I could believe that. But Kathleen's voice, like it cracked. She was overly emotional in front of everybody, and not like trying to get everybody on her side. It was just, it just like the other guy, Perry. Do you know who Perry is?
Um, or- I'm
Perry. Okay, so okay in the show, Perry is the one. He was the one with the beard with the gun. He was the military guy that was following Kathleen down into that little pit.
yeah. And the fungus was breaking through the concrete. Yeah.
He's the voice actor for Tommy in the game.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I keep looking for someone named James. I know the person named James in the show is
No.
supposedly the one that the guy who voiced Joel is in this.
Um. Oh shoot, I can't remember his name. Yeah, he's an idiot. Uh, but no, his name's Jeffrey Pierce is the voice actor for Tommy in the video game, and he plays Perry. He's the military guy. Both Perry and Kathleen were added to the game. They were added to the show. My brain is gonna get this back on track. Okay, it will. Um, and yeah, they were added to the show. They weren't in the game, but they were added to give a purpose and personality to this group that Ellie and Joel run into.
Yeah. Well, the
No,
after of the episode was the reason why they did that was because they wanted to show that these are just people trying to survive as
mm-hmm.
well.
Yeah.
because
Purpose and
in the
purpose and personality.
yeah, in the game,
They were
the
just
guy
there.
said, yeah, they were just up. Like, that
They
was
were
just a
they were
mechanic of the game.
Yeah, that's I mean, and that's fine. That's fine in the game. Again, I don't see a problem with the group of them at
Oh,
it. I just don't like Kathleen's character.
that's fine. I
She
mean,
just it
not
does not
everything's
make
gonna be.
but no, there's nothing like uh,
Maybe
in
it's
the
trying to
in
show that she's like,
no.
yeah, she maybe she's like forced into this leadership role, like
Yeah, but
kind of-
I guess I mean I can only assume that Perry's not the leader because he's not a leader. He's a follower. He's a military follower. He takes orders. That's what he likes. That's what he's used to. And I just Kathleen didn't do it for me. But other than that, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good episode. I
oh
don't
no,
like the the amount that they traveled without running into anyone or anything. It's kind of sketchy.
why?
Oh,
I
by the way,
mean, all
I did thoroughly enjoy the episode. I did enjoy the episode, but there are still things that I didn't care for. The things that were a little bit questionable. It's like, why'd you do this? Fucking Ellie
well,
dry firing a handgun. Oh God. Sorry.
I'm man. I think the other time I've got you like thinking that like zombies are everywhere, but like think about it, like they're gonna go where the noise is. They're in the
Yeah.
middle of nowhere. I
Yeah.
mean, how many times have you been on the interstate with no one around, especially in the middle of nowhere?
Just go up north.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's not hard to believe that they were to take a road where no one was around, especially in a post-apocalyptic world where there's even less people. It's not hard to
Yeah.
believe they didn't come across something for miles.
Yeah.
I did like how they kept the magazine joke into this episode that they kept in the game.
Why are the pages sticky?
Uh, uh,
uh,
uh, I'm just fucking with you,
oh,
dude.
got a cough. Hold on.
Uh,
Oh, that
I
hurt.
love that the banter between them is getting better. It's
Yes,
getting less
I
stiff.
did. I did like that. It's finally a full episode of them interacting, and I guess that bond slowly starting to form. The walls that Joel puts up, that she's just cargo, she just trying to deliver the cargo. It's slowly starting to crack. So I did, you know,
Which
I like
I
that's
like
finally
how
being
like they
addressed.
said. I like how it's transitioning so smoothly too. Like it's not like throw it in your face. Like okay, Joel likes her now. No, like for like the first three episodes, you're dealing with Joel like giving her shit this whole time, and then like he's slowly like you can see it. You're watching the progression of how he's slowly warming up to her. And she's chipping away at that wall.
Outstanding in his field. Oh God.
Oh yeah, the
The
book of
one,
dad
the book of
jokes.
dad jokes. My goodness.
You know you love dad jokes.
I like cheesy one-liners. Just those deadpan puns. They're fantastic.
Oh. But yeah, see, I told you, like the last episode we talked about, like Ellie knows how to use a gun. So like
Hmm.
people were like, if you're worried about like how's she gonna learn how to fire that thing, she knows how to use it. It wasn't like as in depth. Like
She
I think
was.
it only, I think
She's
in
terrible
the
at it.
game, yeah, well, yeah,
But
but in the
again,
game
still.
she was a rifle. She's still a kid, but
Hmm.
and
But she.
they did casually bring her like she has had training with
Yeah.
guns before, so it wasn't like, oh, how did you know how to use this? They taught me. Like, you know, he's like, oh, figures. Fedra taught you how to use a gun because it's a military.
But she's still a kid, so I got a handgun. I'm playing with it in the mirror. Pew pew pew. So that that mix of she knows how to use a gun, unload the clip, take that last bullet out, so for safety reason, all
Hey,
that other stuff.
at least she knew how to like check the chamber, make sure there wasn't in one before
Hmm.
she dry fired it. At
Yeah.
least she did that.
But
It
she still
shows that
dry fired it. She still dry fired the gun.
she's a
Oh.
kid. She's a fucking kid.
It irked me. That's it.
I
Like
know. People don't. I
no,
know.
and
A
I'm not even a
gun.
gun. I'm not even a gun enthusiast, and I know don't do that. Don't do that.
She's still a kid. All
Yeah.
right. It's probably her first gun that wasn't given to her by the military. So it's fine. It's yeah, I know it's like no, don't fire it, please, but you know,
Click. Oh.
she's the kid. I think you can get over this one thing.
So what do you think that big nasty thing is going to be? The bloater? Because
Possible
they
because the
showed
bloater, the bloater does. Well, the bloater was supposed to show up whenever they were dealing with no
Bob.
Bob
Yeah.
yeah. So that was when it was supposed to show up,
Yeah.
but they obviously didn't do any zombie stuff really much. So I mean, it's probably it might be the bloater.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well,
Here we
they
were
showed some big fat thing in the preview
yeah,
for next
but
week's episode.
there wasn't really any zombie activities in this episode, so
Yeah. Outside of the pit. So, and
yeah,
they
that's what we call foreshadowing.
aha. Kathleen and Perry know what it is, but they don't want to tell anybody. And it's like Perry doesn't think that's a good idea. So, uh, like,
Well, it's gonna come back to
cricket.
bite him in the ass then.
Well, of course it is. That's the point of the episode. You know. So they're a 2 episode group. They're not they'll be in next episode. Kathleen's dead. I mean that's pretty obvious.
Why? Because she didn't exist in the game.
Well, yeah, they were added to the game for 2 episodes to give the group personality, give them personality, purpose, all that other stuff. Um, so yeah, it's pretty much a no. It's almost cliche, I guess, that they are there to die. At least, again, that's just my prediction. They're there to be cannon fodder for the storyline, and plus she killed a doctor. No, you don't do that in the apocalypse. You don't kill the doctors. You might keep them locked up, but you don't kill the doctors.
Like if she was trying to show a sign of like dominance, you think she killed him in front of everybody, where everybody
No,
could see that she's
she
willing to
lost her
kill.
cool. No, she lost her cool. She got mad and went pow, and shoots him. Like what? Okay.
Well, shit happens.
Poor leadership skills. Even the guy guarding the cell was a little surprised. Like, wait, you're not supposed to do that. No. It was unexpected, so I think if that was the purpose of being unexpected, so yeah, good job.
Well, so what do you think of Ellie's like reaction to like watching someone die essentially?
Being responsible, I think her attempt at pushing it all down and like keeping all emotion tucked away. I think the actress did a good job of portraying that, and just trying to go. Nope, I'm fine. I'm cool. Let's go. You know, yeah, I think she did a pretty good job with that one.
Yeah, I like how they're like showing like this is wearing down on her. Like so, like in the after episode with the whole like director's commentary, they're like, yeah, we're trying to show you that like Ellie is. These are like it's not like in the video game where you don't really see Ellie's emotions of her like experiencing all this death. Like she's seeing the consequences of what the world is like, and it's hitting her harder than she thought it was going to hit her.
Have
Which
you
again,
asking
child.
asking Joel if he ever killed innocent people while they were
Yeah,
walking up the stairs, and
yeah.
he's just like, we did what we had to do to survive up the stairs, and that was it. That realization, I think, is important for her character building.
And she's learning that like this dude will kill people. It's like he's like, how'd you know he was injured? Because I've done it before, which is another take out of the game, by the way. That was his line from the game.
Oh yeah.
Which again, I'm really glad like how close that like they're sticking to the game with this. Like
Well, I mean,
honestly,
it's the easiest thing for them to do, and
what's the
then we're
best
gonna get to
strategy?
the second game. Oh no.
Yeah. We all know. We're waiting for the big flop. But honestly,
They have an opportunity to change things.
the only episode that has not been truthful to the game was
It's
the
the
third
third one.
episode.
Yeah.
But I still liked it. I still liked it.
Oh, there's it. The third episode split the fan base. It really did. I've heard, people who have loved it and people who see it as trying to push an agenda, forcing you. And I think it was The director said either I haven't read it specifically, but apparently the director or the writer or something came out and said something along the lines of trying to trick the audience into watching a gay love story. That's like, oh
What?
Lord, yeah. Right.
But it's always
Always
Bill.
what?
Bill is his name. Bill is his name, not
Bill,
Bob.
yeah, Bill's gay. Yes,
He
we know.
was always gay. He was
I
gay
know,
in the game.
but they didn't show the love story in the game. Yeah, it's again, people they have different views on it, and I think partially it's based on um, the history with Hollywood and the SJWs and the quote unquote woke bullshit where the checkbox is more important than the story. I don't see it
It
like that.
it didn't
So
feel pushed.
no, not to me. It didn't. No.
Like I normally like okay, so like for example, like okay, so we're gonna veer off a little bit on a tangent
Of
for me.
course. Shocker.
So for me, okay, so for Endgame, I feel like a good scene of a strong female was whenever Wanda went toe to toe with Thanos because Thanos killed her lover, showing
That
him
scene in that was Endgame
yeah,
or
that was Endgame. That was Endgame where she was
that
like, she's like, you took everything from me.
I don't
I
even
don't
know
even
who
know
you
who you.
are. Yes.
Oh, you will.
That
But
was awesome.
but the
That
scene with like where like Captain Marvel showed up and got the gauntlet from Peter and was like, "Do you need help?" She doesn't need help. Like that felt push. Wanda did not feel push, which I said.
Nope.
So like I can recognize some scenes that look push. That
Yep.
whole episode did not feel pushed.
Nope. I agree. You know, I totally agree.
Like it felt natural. It kind of flowed. 'Cause, again, they already established in the game that Bill is gay,
Yeah.
so they humanized him more. Which
Yeah.
why is that a bad thing to do?
Because people want to see zombies in their zombie apocalypse movie and show or whatever. It's like The Last of Us isn't 100% a zombie apocalypse show. It's even the game, the zombies, the infected or whatever they're called, is
A
not
side story.
the story. It's part of it in order to progress them along the way, but it's a story about Joel and Ellie and Joel coming to terms with his past, his present, and trying to look towards the future and all that stuff. So at least that's the way I saw
Yeah.
it.
It's kind of like The Walking Dead. Like the zombies are like a background story. Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
cause of everything, but the people are what making the story.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Mm-mm.
I'm sure we're gonna get more zombies.
Oh, I think
they're
well, the
gonna
next episode is going to have the infected in it.
yeah. So I mean, it's fine. Like I mean, not every episode of The Walking Dead, which I do like early seasons of Walking Dead. Not every episode had to deal with the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them. They were there, but it wasn't about them all the time. Which, if it wasn't just about zombies, then fuck, I'll just go watch like Dawn of the Dead or Shaun of the Dead. Like, if I wanted to do
I
that.
need to watch Shaun of the Dead.
You haven't watched Shaun of the
No,
Dead?
I haven't watched Shaun of the Dead.
All right, you're gonna
I
have to. I'm
haven't
gonna have to
watched
ask you to
Hot
remove
Fuzz.
yourself.
I haven't watched what was it? The Tavern at the End of the Universe? Is that the other one?
I have to ask you to remove yourself from this chat,
I
please.
don't know what you're okay, I'm gonna oh Lord have mercy, I'm gonna watch them. Okay? I'm gonna watch them. I
Shaun of the
find
Dead
look,
is a great movie.
it took me forever to get my hands on episode 2 of Trigun Stampede. I'm happy about that. I'll go find Shaun of the Dead. I'll watch Shaun of the Dead. I've heard great things about it. Okay? Fine.
It
Happy?
is a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
So good. It's so good.
What was the remake where they were at the mall? It had Ving
That
Rhames
was
in it.
that was Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, not the most recent one. Was it
No, it
Army
was
of the Dead was the
yeah.
most recent one?
No. You're
Let's
thinking of
see.
Dawn of the Dead, which they were stuck in the mall, which
Ving
yeah,
Rhames
yeah.
zombie movie. Dawn of the Dead. I thought that movie was fantastic. I did.
It
I
was great.
enjoyed
It was a great. It was a stupid movie. It was a great movie.
it. It was a good. Of course, it was a zombie movie.
There,
Zombie.
I just. By the
Zombie.
way,
No.
I sent you a link in the chat for
For
you
what?
to. It's a place where I go watch my anime, unofficially, of course.
Oh no, I unofficially sail the high seas, but the particular Bay of Pirates did not have episode two. So like they didn't. It did not have episode two. It had one, three, four, and five. Not episode two. It's like, well, I can't fucking watch it. I can't watch the rest of them. But I found it.
I uh,
I've
I
managed to
just
find it.
I, I just found all 5 episodes in the link I just sent you.
Okay, I'll check it out. Is it subtitles or dubbed?
Both.
Ooh, okay.
You get two options.
Oh, okay. I'd like to do the dub because I want to see. I like being able to watch instead of read.
Yeah. Oh
Ooh.
well. Unfortunately, the dub is only at 2 episodes and the sub is at 5. So
Oh, that's fine. Then I'll just read. I'll read while I watch. Because
but
after the
anyway,
first episode, I thoroughly enjoy. I enjoyed the first episode. We talked about it before, but my whole
yeah,
my
I
whole
it's on my
my whole thing
list.
was like, did they do Vash justice? And I think they did. So I'm gonna keep watching it.
It is on my list.
Stay.
I just finished. I
Oh,
just
I
finished
have to
catching up
look
on
something up. We're gonna go off on all
Vox
kinds of
Machina.
tangents.
I just
Zelda
finished.
live action.
Oh God, that's actually happening.
It was 5 years ago. Something showed up on my fake promotional content. Saw wait, what? Tom Holland is Link.
Yeah, I saw that. But then people made memes about it. Like you should just have Tom Holland play every character in the live action.
Okay, hold on a second. Tom Holland, if as Link,
Hmm.
I think that would work. But is
Oh
it
yeah.
happening? No.
No,
Zelda
probably not.
live action, casting a live action. Yeah, yeah. Something popped up on my memories, and yeah, in 2018 there was talks about doing a live action Zelda. Apparently, it got canned. Thank you, oh heavenly. Yes, thank you. Live action. No, I'm so tired of these live action adaptations. Stop it. If you're gonna do a live action adaptation, just all you gotta do is follow the script. Stop it. Do what Sonic did. Do what The Last of Us is doing right now. Don't do what Halo did. Don't do what Netflix Resident Evil did.
Detective Pikachu was a good movie.
Detective Pikachu was a fantastic movie. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was awesome. Anyway,
I haven't seen that yet.
oh, you should. It's
I've
great.
heard so many good
It's
things
so
about it.
good. It's good. It is so. It's good.
But yeah, I said Trigun is on my list because I just got done catching up on Vox Machina
I got the first
Records of,
season.
and Records of Ragnarok.
I got the first season of Vox Machina. I need to watch that.
It's great. I love it.
It is. I will have to check it out. Ah.
So yes,
So
the last.
obviously Henry is the guy, and so Henry and the kid. I can't remember the names that were mentioned. That Kathleen, I wrote Kathleen's name down. And that was
Uh-huh.
about it. Kathleen and Perry's name down because I like Perry. I don't like Kathleen. She's no, that's not a leader. But she kept mentioning Henry this and Henry that, and they're trying to escape. So if like who do you think Henry is to
I know
Kathleen?
who. Oh,
To
listen,
Kathleen.
because Kathleen wasn't in the game. So, I mean,
Well, I don't know. Kathleen kept saying that Henry's responsible for her son's death.
maybe that's probably what it is. Probably like he tried to escape. She didn't. Her son was probably like a military person. Like how they, because they, if you notice that one guy who was begging for his life for Joel to kill him, he was relatively young. Like he was, I would say age wise, like late 20s, early 30s. Would you say?
Yeah, begging for his life and lying his ass off.
Yeah. So probably, they're obviously recruiting young. So she was probably in the in their militia and
Mm-hmm.
got killed.
Yeah.
Probably it could be that.
I thought her
Uh,
son was something about he got tortured and beaten to death by Fedra.
oh,
So
I'm not sure. I might have missed that, but like I don't know. Like
that's when she was talking
she,
to the doctor.
yeah, but again, I was watching, but I wasn't really. I don't know. The scenes weren't really catching me too much because
You see, because Kathleen's a nothing character. She's not. She's just not intimidating. She's not imposing. There's no reason Kathleen, that character, the way what I don't know whether it's the actress or the writing, that's not someone who inspires people. It just isn't. Perry,
I was
sure. Kathleen, no.
I was too focused on what was happening with Joel and Ellie to really
Yeah.
care.
Are we going
Also,
up
I
that
love
many?
that I love that one little bit. I know it's a little small tangent. She's like, "Come on, lazy ass, young girl. I'm 56 years old. Don't." The whole him like not being able to walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
That was great. That was just, I loved it. I am 56 years old. I don't know why. It just fucking made me laugh. I love the little comedy of them going back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah. I mean, I already know the fate of both those characters at the end of the episode. By the way, because obviously the game.
Yeah.
Uh, if you want to talk about it, we can and see. We can talk
Sure.
about it and see if I mean, again, the game's been out since 2013. So if you don't know, if you don't want to be spoiled in the next episode, then this is your chance. I mean, you got a spoiler warning earlier.
Well,
Um,
the show could go a different direction with different characters. I mean, we obviously they've already done that with Bill and Frank. So
yeah,
so
but they're still
who's
gonna. I still think they're gonna die.
you still think they're gonna die?
Of
So
course.
obviously it's a father and son. Is one of
No,
them
no,
deaf?
no, 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 no. It's brothers.
Oh, they're brothers. Is one of them deaf?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. I don't know why I
And they
thought one of them was doing sign language.
no, he was just saying shh because he doesn't want to get. They don't want them to yell and cause a ruckus, getting their draw attention.
On the
Remember, they're
40
all.
on the 40th floor?
Hey, man, noise when you're in a city when there's no noise,
Hmm. Maybe. Yeah.
and also echoes are a thing.
Okay.
So, in the show, I mean, in the game, they're brothers, and they die because something happens, and they get separated. Joel gets the kid, and then the other guy gets Ellie. So they like it's kind of like a whole like trying to them like swapping kids for like they get separated because like they're
Uh-huh.
running through a sewer, and the sewer collapses. I think, if I'm correct.
Why is my work phone going off? I'm not. No, I'm not bothering that with that shit right now.
So like, the wall collapses and like one of them the other guy gets Ellie and then Joel gets the other kid.
Okay.
So they're probably gonna have like a moment with Joel and the kid bonding or whatever quickly, but something happens and we don't see it because it happens so quickly. But the kid gets bit and
Ooh.
then like this is a really important scene for Ellie because she watches the kid turn the next day.
Oh, she has to kill him?
She doesn't kill him.
Oh.
The brother is like, no, don't point that gun at my brother. And then he shoots his own brother, kills the kid, and then he's like, I can't live with what I done. Bam, bops himself in the head.
Oh boy.
That's how in the game, and Ellie watches all this happen. So that's how it happens in the game. I'm curious to see if they're gonna do it
Hmm.
differently to be less to be more sensitive. I'm using quotations by the way, sensitive.
Oh, but something
'Cause-
like that's
'cause
I don't see why they would want to change that because that sounds like it's important to her character.
it is very important.
Ooh, how are they? I mean, the subject of self checkout is definitely touchy. They didn't show Bill checking out. They just showed him putting a bag of powder or whatever. So there's nothing violent, and I
Yep.
guess the show has definitely it has cut down on the gore, and it shows it off screen. And I think I don't have a problem with that. You know,
Well,
Joel kill it shows. I mean, Joel kills that kid, but they don't
oh
show it.
yeah,
You
you
know,
hear it.
you know what happens. You know when she shoots the doctor, but you don't see it. She pulls the trigger. Um, just different parts in the show where it would be easy enough to show the blood, to show the gore, but they don't. They leave it either blurry or off screen and leave it, sometimes I think that's a pretty good storytelling choice. Honestly, sometimes leaving it to the imagination of the viewer is better. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, no, I
Also,
can agree with
budget
that.
cuts and ratings. So,
Well, yeah, if they have to keep it under a certain rating, that's fine. But I mean, it's not a
well,
bad way of how they keeping it under a certain rating.
I'm sure it's
It's
rated.
real.
Well, I'm not really rating. Just I'm sure it's rated R, but you know, it's not showing the blood and the gore is not going to desensitize when you
I
do
mean,
finally
no,
see it. When
no.
you do
'Cause,
see
I
it
mean,
happening,
you can hear him stabbing him.
yeah,
Like you know he's what he's
you
doing.
know
There's
what
no
he's
question.
doing, but leaving it into the imagination of the viewer. I don't think that's a bad idea. I don't. I think it's a decent enough choice of storytelling.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's bad at all. I mean, it's it's not that I know what's happening. They're not shying away from what's happening. They're addressing death. Like I don't like. I mean, hell, like honestly, it was more. I'm not saying I was traumatized. More traumatizing to watch beg for his life than to have Joel kill him.
Oh, that was yeah.
He watched a grown man cry out for mama. Like he was crying, he was begging for his life. That's actually more of an impactful scene to me than just bam bam
Stab, stab.
dead.
Yeah, he didn't
I've
shoot
seen
him. He
it.
stabbed him in the chest. It's like, oh
I
my
know, but
god, man. That's oof.
yeah,
That's a lot. That is a personal killing.
get right up in the eye, look him in the eye, and stab him.
Mm.
So I feel like they're making up for like the not so much killing, but with like showing like the trauma of having to take a life.
Yeah.
Because like that scene dragged for a minute there.
I think some of the actors that they've gotten for these secondary parts are doing a pretty good job.
Oh yeah, no,
You know,
definitely. Like
I say secondary parts. You know, from his daughter to the doctor at
NPC
the beginning,
NPC
NPCs.
characters.
His Joel's daughter in the first episode, the doctor in the second episode, this kid begging for his life, the interaction with Frank and Joel, their emotional interactions. I think just these little parts. I mean, obviously, fucking what's his name, the actor that played Bill. He's a fantastic actor, but
Yeah, I
them
love
two
them.
together, the chemistry between them, you believed it. You know, you believed that they gave a shit about each other. I don't care how much people complain.
Yeah, I really like how
I don't
giving
want a
they're
love
giving.
story in my zombie. Oh, fuck off.
I love how they're giving like a lot of life to these NPCs, and
Yeah.
the extras are doing pretty fucking well.
Yeah. Even all the way down to the actors that played the clickers. I thought you know, it helped that they said they played the game. They were familiar with the clickers. So, hey. Oh, doo 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 doo.
I very much liking it. It's like I've seen enough, fake death, like not I say fake death, but like TV death, game death. I
Yeah.
played Doom. I killed a lot of people in Doom. Or
No, you didn't.
demons.
Like,
I
I'm about to
okay.
say, no, you didn't.
GTA.
Oh, please. You gotta compare deaths in GTA.
Okay, fine. VR of Blade and Sorcerer, where I dismember people limb by limb with my bare hands.
Hmm.
Or I can turn someone into a porcupine because I have a mod on there that lets me pull like the bayonets from Helsing, where you get Father Anderson's bayonets. You have a pouch with infinite bayonets and turn someone into a porcupine.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I've done far worse to people in games than Joel did to that kid. So it's fine. It doesn't have to be gruesome to get the point across. Like it's showing that these are they tried to kill you, but they're scavengers. They're trying to survive. And when and it shows like they just tried to kill you, but like they're still people. Like they realize that they fucked up and they're
What?
begging for their life. So like it's more and like the director said, like, yeah, these are not just things anymore. These are people, their own emotions. Like they don't just in the game they don't beg for their life when you have the upper hand. In the game they just keep running and firing at you until you die. But in this, you get the upper hand on them. They're gonna stop what they're doing, surrender their weapons, and cry out for mama and beg for their life. Also, I know it was a small little thing, small detail, but I thought it was great. The whole like Joel tossing Ellie through these little tiny cracks in the walls and holes, because like that's how the game works. Is Joel's too big to
Yeah.
get into the small places, and he uses Ellie to unlock doors. I thought it was a small little like fun little like nod to the game.
I'm gonna have to get a PC VR.
Just go get
I want to play Subnaut. Well, I want to play Subnautica in VR. Sorry, you brought up VR, and it's like, wait a minute, huh? See, you
I
said playing something in VR, and my brain went PlayStation VR 2. Is Subnautica coming to PlayStation VR 2? What games are coming to play? Oh God, yeah. Brain went wee.
I have an Oculus Quest 2.
Yeah. I just saw one of the Reddit comments. Do you want to shit your pants? Because that's how you shit your pants.
What,
Sub
playing Subnautica?
Subnautica in VR.
Oh, dude, that was so. Well, then again, I don't have a fear of deep water, or my brain can just like, oh, it's a video game. I'm fine.
I couldn't play one night at Five Nights at Freddy's in VR.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Fuck you. No.
I
No.
have it.
No.
I have it on my
No.
VR machine.
Yeah, so do I.
It's
Mm-hmm.
so easy.
No.
You just got to learn how to
Nope.
turn your brain off.
Nope. Nope. No, see, that's the problem. I can't turn my brain off. When I put the VR headset on, my brain goes up to 11 and goes, "This is fucking real." So yeah, I couldn't get. I play. I couldn't get through in Resident Evil 7. I got to the point where your girlfriend chops your hand off, and noped
Mm-hmm.
out and went, "Bye. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done." Mm-mm. I played Dread Halls. Never again. I cannot play Dread Halls.
Oh, okay. So there's this. There was
That
a
base,
tiny. There was a.
like, did you see the graphics of Dread Halls? That is a
I have not.
basic. That's like like that's like an 8-bit. Remember the original Wizardry dungeon crawl for the Super Nintendo?
Mm-hmm.
That in VR. But the fact that
So
you can stand there, lean forward, and look around the corner, that's what my brain does.
I don't know if you ever watched the movie The Meg.
No,
Uh, it's a passable movie.
I
It's
I
okay. It's an okay movie. It's okay for a shark movie.
yeah.
It's not nothing great, nothing fantastic. It's definitely not Jaws, but anyway, they did a promotional thing on VR, so like you could like so there's a scene where like they're trying to like get the shark to attack the cage so they can poke it in the side of the mouth because the skin's too thick with this poison dart that'll like kill it. So you're in and it's not a traditional shark cage, right?
Mhm.
It's like a plexiglass like bulletproof tube that you're in, so you can see in all directions with no bars. It's just thick ass glass, and
My
so you
my
can see
heart's
the
hold on,
entire.
hold on. My heart is already starting to race, just so you know.
And you're in the empty ocean waiting for the Meg to attack, waiting
Mm.
for the Meg to attack you from any direction.
Uh-uh.
And it's a small promotion, and then you basically get to watch yourself get swallowed by a megalodon.
Yeah, the PlayStation VR demo disc comes with a deep sea dive where you're in a shark cage and you get lowered. All you do is you sit there and you can look around. You just get lowered down to a wreckage, submarine wreckage, and then you start coming up. And as you're coming up, there's the shark.
Uh
Yeah,
huh.
It's beautiful, but my anxiety, I had to force myself just to look down into the darkness of the ocean.
Yeah,
Yes,
it doesn't. None of that bother.
I knew it was VR. I knew it was just a game. But that's just what my brain does. And I want to
I
play
made
Subnautica VR. Fucking
I made
retarded.
Casey play Subnautica in VR, and he passed out in the chair.
Oh no, 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 no.
It's hilarious. I don't get scared, so like it doesn't bother me. Like I don't have that phobias. Like I don't have those phobias. Actually, I don't. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. I'm more curious than terrified. So like I'm not heights, so I can go bungee jump or skydive, no issues. I'm not a.
Nope.
But
Mm-mm.
I've swam with actual sharks, so like it doesn't
Nope.
bother me. Also, I'm not afraid of sharks because I know how sharks actually are. Like the media has sharks like to be these evil monsters, and they're really not. They're just curious fish. That's all they really are. And like you could just, as long as you make yourself like, yeah, they can at any point they can bite you. I know, but there's so few and far between instances of sharks biting you and attacking you that it's really like it's not that big of an issue. And they're so long as you're under the water and you're not wearing bright clothing, you're not splashing, you're not causing attention, the shark's just gonna swim by you 9 times out of 10. I know probably thinking, well, that one
No.
time out of 10,
You
they
gotta
gonna
say
get you.
it's not the sharks. It's not what I could see.
It's what
It's
you
the
can't
things you
see.
can't see. You know, like the bottom. Okay?
Yeah,
It's
it
that
still doesn't bother me.
it's deep. It is just a fear of the open water. And I went on a cruise. Huh.
You know what you should play?
No.
You should
What?
play Walking Dead Saints and Sinners.
I did. It was fun.
And you think
I
that
got
didn't
motion
scare you?
sickness. No. I mean, it was all right.
Here's how I would think like the whole fact they could hear you breathe and talk like would freak you out. Like you'd be like freaking out, like trying not to breathe too heavily or talk too loud so the zombies can't hear you.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, if you're inside buildings and you're talking, they hear
Oh.
you
Oh. Lovely.
because you're making echoes. Like,
Yeah, I have it. I have Saints and Sinners. Oh, I like I Expect You to Die. That's a fun little game.
yeah, the whole like you're a spy, you're trying to like
Oh yeah, that's
get like
fun.
solve the puzzles. I
Solve
played
the
the
puzzles in
demo.
time. Oh yeah.
Uh, but yeah, my favorite VR game so far, I think probably Blade and Sorcery because of how much there is to do on it.
Yeah.
And they're about to release an expansion where it's an actual RPG. You can travel, level up, and things like not just in an arena. There's a story mode coming soon. And I've got mods on it, so it makes it even more fun. Like I get to have like weapons from Elden Ring, Thor's hammer, Kingdom Hearts weapons, God of War weapons, Doom weapons. Like it's just fun. Devil May Cry.
Oh God,
I
can
like.
you wait for the mods to come out for Harry Potter for Hogwarts Legacy?
Hmm, I'm pretty sure people are already working on it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Modder's gonna mod.
modder's gonna mod.
But yeah, so circling back to The Last of Us.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't like I said I like the comedy, but in the progression of Joel and Ellie's relationship, I'm really
Is
enjoying it.
yeah, it's fantastic.
Um, I like though I really like enjoy how like this was like almost a shot for shot of the cutscenes. I like how they're humanizing a lot of the NPCs because I
Hmm.
mean, just having mindless drones, like yeah, it's okay, but
Well, in a video game, it's necessary to progress the storyline to get from point A to point B. Like Druckmann said, in the game they were an obstacle. In the show, they're still an obstacle, but they
but
have, you know,
they're
they're
alive.
they're more than just an NPC obstacle. You know, and I don't have a problem with that. Not at all. You know,
Yeah.
I like
Also,
the slow progression. You know, for
so
so
I have a question for you.
okay.
So you know how you're always saying that like people are complaining about because it's the second game how Joel should not have got because of how paranoid he
No,
is
no, 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 no. The complaint
or how cautious
is
or how
how
cautious he is.
is no anyone who didn't think he was going to die at some point is foolish. It was how he was cornered. He was cornered because he was stupid. He
So
allowed
like, how do you think
him.
they're gonna have to change it up? Because this episode he laid booby traps to make sure when he was sleeping he was safe with the glass in the floor thing.
I think it would have to be something similar to that, where Abby and her crew ends up ambushing him, or something happens. Instead of Joel and Tommy just walking into it willy nilly, hi, my name's Tommy, this is my brother Joel, this is my other brother Joel. Instead of that happening, either surprise, ambush, or just some way caught off guard instead of just walking right into it.
Also, it's like the way Joel like tried to be prepared for anything in this
Yeah.
episode. It's like, how does he get caught? But then again, like I know there was some people saying, well, he just got complacent in his old age.
Hmm. I can see that, but still,
He got soft over the years. He let his guard down.
we'll see how they handle it. I think they
We
have
shall.
they have an opportunity to do a better job at telling the story. We'll see if they take advantage of it. Because a lot of people did not like how they did it. So we'll see. I mean, we know it's going to happen. Joel's dead. Joel's dead. We all know where this leads. It's all a matter of how they get there. It's all about the journey.
Well, so far the journey has been great.
Yeah.
I'm loving this show
Um,
so much. It's really good, and I hate how good it is because I have no like points to talk on because like I'm like
oh,
it's just good.
I could nitpick the shit out of it, but but I mean, is it a nitpick? Is it not? You know, the whole the like like I said before, the gasoline, it degrades over time. How are they able to find so much so often over after 20 years? But
I
then
mean,
there's
gas is has a good lifespan, doesn't it?
but yeah, but there's going to be other people. There's going to be raiders coming across. Like, how do those people in the city maintain having that much gas for their cars? I mean, especially like one of them's a fucking diesel truck.
I mean, again, the only explanation I can think of is like that
20
again,
years.
a lot of
20
people
years.
died.
Yeah, which would
So like,
which would require a lot of movement outside of the camps, the whatever the settlements.
well,
Um,
also remember how Joel was saying, well, we used to be able to get like so far on one tank of gas, so like they needed less gas back then.
hmm,
So like the further they they already moved whenever gas was still fresh and abundant. And also these are probably like I get like there probably were like safety shelters in place prior to the fall of humanity.
hmm.
So like these people are already probably moving there, and then quarantine zones that probably fell over time. Typical post-apocalyptic shit. Like the people settled in places they thought were safe. Eventually, the outbreak gets to them, and the fall of everything. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, if you like use the storytelling of previous like a post-apocalyptic series, you could usually put that two and two together. And, it just kind of feels. I feel like they kind of like expect you to like fill in the gaps kind of yourself, which, if with most common sense, you kind of can. Or you should be able to.
Sorry, I'm reading something. Uh, minor annoyances.
At least that's where my brain goes
Yeah.
when I think.
Well, there's a suspension of disbelief that I can accept up to a certain extent in whatever I'm watching, and I know that some things like again like the gas, the dry firing, the fact that they don't run into there's like the world doesn't feel dangerous. Like there's supposed to be this idea that it's dangerous to travel, and this episode did not give. The only
Well,
danger came across is when they got into
well, remember
around
Joel.
people.
He has explored. He knows the routes that are safe. He's a
Hmm.
smuggler. He's a person who does this as a living.
Yeah,
He would know
but
the places to go.
but the main roads like that. absolutely devoid of activity?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's the middle of nowhere in Texas. Have you driven through Texas in the middle of nowhere? There's a whole lot of nothing out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nothing.
Bah.
A
Yummy.
lot. And you would think all like the big cities like Dallas and Austin and
Collapse.
San yeah, like they're packed with people. Like that's where the zombies would go to if they're trying to like infect and spread. They're not gonna really worry and nitpick about the little people here and there. They're gonna get them eventually, but they're gonna go attack the major cities.
Yeah. If there's nothing out
So
there, they're just going to dry up and die.
yeah,
Well,
so
I guess in
why
that
would
sense, I
they
can understand that.
yeah, so why would there be hordes of zombies in the middle of nowhere, especially fungi zombies? 'Cause these zombies do work differently than normal zombies. Like Walking Dead, the zombies are just wander because that's what they do. They're
Yeah.
not funguses. These are like smart zombies, sort of like they have an agenda. They're hive mind,
Mm-hmm.
so they're smarter and they're going towards where the populations are. So why would they sit around where there's a whole lot of nothing for them to infect?
Mm. Yeah, that's something they really haven't gotten into as far as the
The hive the
the
hive
hive
mind thing.
the pattern of them.
They sort of touched on it in episode 2 whenever
Well,
when they stepped on that root and all the zombies like, oh
no,
shit, there's
not
a
how they respond or anything, but as far as their growth pattern, the collective I don't know how to say this, the collective mentality of the infected. Like, do they gather and move in a certain direction when they feel something? Like, how far out does the network go? Does it go where there's no people? Is it only in congested areas and stuff like that? They haven't really gotten too much into that. It's probably because they don't know. They're not going to sit around and study the shit. They're just going to, people are just trying to survive and not become infected.
yeah. You I mean, I feel like that we'll get to see more of that eventually,
Mm.
hopefully. I mean, also the whole hive mind thing is kind of new because they
Yeah.
didn't really do that in the game.
Yeah, they
They're
changed
just
it over
they're
specifically for the show, which, good idea. But we got 5 episodes left, and the 5th episode for sure is going to be a lot of infected. Because yeah, that's probably a bloater.
to see a bloater. I like to see I like to see them like try and tackle the variety of zombies that we saw in the game.
I'm gonna have to play the game eventually. But I
You
have
gotta finish.
a.
You gotta finish Hogwarts first, which I will also be streaming when I
Oh,
get my hard copy.
why the hell didn't you? Oh, why you ordered a hard copy? Okay, yeah,
Because
you
I
want.
like the
Yes, yes,
physical
yes.
copy.
I understand. I understand. I think at some point when I get back this weekend, one of these days I'm gonna give a copy away.
I like the physical copy.
Yeah, I know. Nothing wrong with that.
It's an old school gamer
What would you have done
vibe.
if What would you have done if you'd have gotten it early?
I'd be streaming it right
I'd be
now.
streaming. You'd be streaming it right now instead of on this live stream, like what I was doing an hour and a half ago. It's like,
I
no,
mean,
I'm ready. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I would be streaming it after.
That's what I'm gonna be doing. After this, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, get myself something to drink, and go plop my ass right back down in the chair.
I will probably play some 7 Days to Die with my friends because I don't have the copy right now. So
Mm, it's worth it. Yes, this is Hogwarts Legacy is definitely a good game. Boop.
I mean, I like what I've seen so far with the
Mm-hmm.
whole like the only thing I didn't like, guess it's not much I didn't like. When I saw someone like I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a quick little clip. It was like the guy was trying to cast curses on a random class school
Oh.
mate. He was in the field. He was just courtyard just casting curses real quick. I was
Uh-huh.
like, can't kill. Oh, I mean, you can, but like you can't like just randomly just go on a just have an evil spur and like it's like I always, whenever you have a bad gameplay, I know this might make me sound sadistic or psychopathic. I don't really care, but like I was
No.
like, you know what,
I'm having a bad
fuck.
day. I want to kill everyone around me now.
So like I'll make a quick save so that way I can just kill everybody and then load my game back up.
What are you gonna do? Let's see how many stars I can get in Cyberpunk and how many officers I can kill. Hee.
The whole premise of GTA is causing trouble.
Well, yeah, you can do the same thing in Cyberpunk. Although the police system in Cyberpunk leaves a lot to be desired. But hopefully, with the expansion, they're supposed to be fixing all of that and adding vehicle combat, which is going to be great. The cops will chase you. You know, it'll only take them 3 years from the day of release to deliver most of the game that they was promised. I still love the game.
I know you do.
That's
I
oh
never
god, see
played it.
that's with Hogwarts Legacy. That's what I was afraid of. I was so terrified. It's like, God, is this going to be another Cyberpunk? Like that's the benchmark now. That's the. It was Fallout 7. It was Fallout 76, and then CD Projekt Red said, "Here, hold my beer."
I thought the benchmark was No Man's Sky.
Oh no, no, No Man's Sky. No, no Man's Sky was playable. Okay,
But there was nothing to
Cyberpunk.
do.
There was still stuff to do. It just wasn't anything that Hello Games talked about, or they were talking about. With Cyberpunk, no, Cyberpunk was a dumpster fire of crashes and bugs and glitch after glitch and oh, good Lord, have mercy. No, what Hello Games has done with No Man's Sky over the years since its release is goddamn amazing because they've been doing it for free. Every single update that they put forward, it's been free. Just hey, here's a free update. Oh, here's a free update, which has increased, which gets people to go buy the game or repurchase the game or whatnot. I own No Man's Sky on PC and PlayStation. Yeah.
I haven't played it since release.
Oh, it is not. It is such a different game now.
I've heard, but I'm not getting back into it.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm waiting for
That
I'm waiting for Starfield. I'm hoping Starfield is just make Starfield good, please.
well, I mean, they haven't released any videos of it, have they?
They released a little bit of gameplay last year, and people picked it apart and bitched and moaned and groaned. The frame rate, the NPC movement, and all this other stuff, and some of the shit Todd
They're
Howard.
bitching about an unfinished game.
Well, duh. What else are gamers gonna do?
Bitch about
Bitch
a
about an
finished
unfinished.
game that is unfinished.
Mm-hmm. Treat it.
Instead of bitching about a game that hasn't even been released yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, it's what we do. Do 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 do. I just look at it and go, please don't suck, please don't suck, please Bethesda, let this be your comeback story, please, pretty pretty please. That's all I want. I
Didn't
want to.
they announce New Vegas too?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean,
Fallout New Vegas too. I could have sworn I saw something about that.
news on Fallout titles have been very scarce. Team is not actively working on New Vegas 2, so no. But
Huh.
Obsidian, hold on, Obsidian is working on a fantasy game.
You mean Elder Scrolls 6?
No.
The one they announced? Wasn't no, it
Uh,
was Bethesda that were
No, Avowed. The name of the
I
game is called Avowed. That's by Obsidian Entertainment. Obsidian's the one that did New Vegas and oh fuck,
I'm waiting hand and foot.
Outer Worlds. Obsidian did Outer Worlds.
I heard good things about Outer Worlds.
It was fun. I own it. I didn't beat it. Shocker.
I am waiting hand and foot on the new zombie game coming out. I really want to play it. It's called Blight: The
Mm-hmm.
Survival.
Yep. When's that
It's
supposed
a
to come out?
4-man team. Oh, let's find out. Let's see. Go to Google. Our Overlord.
November. Wait, no. Bullshit. November 4th. Huh? What system is it on? Steam. Wait. To be announced. So there's no planned release date yet. Slacker. You're slow.
Mm. I
Nope.
want that game so bad. It looks so fun.
Yep. You got to be careful because if it's a live service game, Back for Blood is no longer being supported, and Crystal Dynamics announced that they're no longer making new content for Avengers, Marvel's Avengers.
I know.
Yep.
I know.
Gotta
They're
be.
releasing the Winter Soldier, and that's it.
Yep. So, what's really fucked up is all the cosmetics are going to be
Yeah,
free.
I think we talked about this already on
Yeah,
one of the
it's
other
like,
streams.
hey, let's fuck over all the customers you've had this entire time. It's like, oh, the dangers of the dangers of the live service cosmetic purchases. Which makes you wonder. I was like, how the hell have games like Fortnite stayed successful for so long? I mean, I can see.
Once the skin's gone, it's gone forever.
No, with Fortnite, you can like you buy the skin and you keep it forever. But
I
No,
mean, if you don't get the skin, like if you don't
oh,
unlock it or buy it, then it's gone.
it's not gone forever because you can buy. I mean, it might come back 6 months later, a year later, whatever. Because I've picked up skins that were part of something else years ago, or however months ago, whatever the hell it is. I don't know how long the game's been out,
I
but
don't
no,
know.
I
I
mean
don't play Fortnite.
the longevity of Fortnite.
Oh, ADHD brains. The quick little matches that I'm not quick, but they're like
Yeah,
20, 30 minutes pop. But like, it's not the continuous game. It's constant PvP.
yeah,
From what I don't play it, so this is just speculation, obviously, of
yeah.
course.
Well, the zero build definitely helped.
Like the whole it's like how YouTube's kind of become like there's people are releasing less and less longer videos and they're doing short videos, so it's quick,
Oh, that's
quick, quick, because people get bored or something and they
oh
don't pay attention as long.
yeah.
So like
I
the
like
whole
both of them. I like the quick videos with get my information, but I like the longer podcasts, the long man.
I like long
You know,
playthroughs if I'm enjoying the game.
yeah. I don't watch playthroughs. I've watched it.
I
I'll watch Markiplier every once in a while. I know he released his Dead Space videos. I'll probably watch those just because I like Markiplier. Same thing with Jacksepticeye. But if it's just gameplay, it's like eh. And that's sad. I'm trying to get people to come watch me play. No.
I like playthroughs. Like I mean, it's something nice to have on the background and just listen
Ow.
to while I'm at work.
Let's see how
So
many
like
people. How many people are watching on Twitch? No, that's Twitter, dumbass. Twitch. Earlier today, 1.2 million people. That's how many people are watching it right now.
what Hogwarts or Dead
Yeah,
Space?
Hogwarts Legacy. Not fair. Do 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 do. Okay, channels. No, I don't want channels. There we go. Wow, it has dropped. 412,000 people watching. Why is that? See, people aren't interested in watching anymore. It's like no, people are playing now.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
other
probably.
600,000 people got their copies.
I wonder how many people have actually. This is legitimate. I'm like, I want to find the statistics for this. I want to know how many people's streams have been like woke canceled. Like have people like if there were actually any groups organized
There's
to like go around and like try and report streams for playing the game.
I know there was some DDoS attacks. There's reports of that. But I know Melanie Mac. Somebody jumped into Melanie Mac's stream and started insulting her and all of her viewers because because she was streaming the game and other people were watching and enjoying it. So they tried to do the whole virtual shilling. You're a bad person. I mean, people trying to like guilt tripping others and the whole dogpiling bullshit. And the website that says are they streaming? Did they stream Hogwarts Legacy? That one, the guy turned it down. He shut it down. Like, it's just ridiculous.
So people's streams actually have been getting attacked,
Yes.
like
Oh
and
yeah.
actually shut down.
I don't know about I don't know about shut down. Let's see.
Not like ban, but like the stream got canceled.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's see if the usual suspects. Bring it up. because it's definitely something that would be talked about.
Quick
Uh,
side note, back on go circling back to VR. There's also play Phasmophobia in VR.
ooh, I have so much to tell you about Hogwarts Legacy. 20 hours in, nice. Yeah, most of the I just typed in Hogwarts Legacy on YouTube, and it's mostly streamers and positive. Oh, everything you need to know, glitched review, Hogwarts Legacy review, how bad, like being a bad wizard, how bad. Let's see, streamers will get canceled. That's from 2 weeks ago, 9 days ago.
It's funny because like I haven't seen anybody posting anything about getting their streams cut off or canceled because like
Yeah,
it
May
seems like it almost seems like those threats were empty threats.
yeah, empty threats, virtue signaling bullshit, and they realize that you know,
What's that meme from Lord of the Rings? You have no power
you
here.
have no power here. Yeah, people just want to play a game. That's all they do. They want to enjoy a video game. I've said this in just about anytime I talk about it. Most of the people playing Hogwarts Legacy right now don't get on Twitter. They don't know the bullshit that comes out of J.K. Rowling's mouth, whether you agree or disagree. She's a troll. You have to admit that. She has trolled
Dude,
people, and it was hilarious. I thought it
dude,
was funny.
I'm not gonna lie. The only information I know about any of this has come from your channel. I get online and look at
Yeah.
it up because I just don't care.
It
I
took me a
got
long. It took me a while to find out what she actually said. I had to do some digging because ultimately, I do, like the analogy that I use is you don't when you go to the circus, you don't care what the elephant's thinking. When you go to the zoo, you don't care what the lion's thinking. You want to be entertained, much like the athlete. You go to a football. You watch football to watch football. You don't care about their opinion. You watch a movie to be entertained. You don't care about the actors' opinions. You read a book to be entertained. You don't care about the author's political bullshit. Because if you really found out what half these people thought, you would disagree with the majority of it. Because that's life. We are not going to agree with each other on a laundry list of shit. But those people you disagree with can create beautiful things, wonderful things. Whether you like the Hogwarts books or the movies, that's one thing. But what those books did is it helped it brought an entire generation of kids back into reading, and it's still doing that to this day. If nothing else, that's fantastic. That's it, you know?
well, yeah. I mean,
And
there's
it
a
and it
lot.
it, it also brought parents and their kids together because I read the books because my kids were reading the books. I watched the movies because my kids were watching the movies. You know, I bought my main thing for buying the game was because, well, Mini Me wanted the game, and I knew she was going to want to play it, so I was definitely picking it up. And the more I saw about it, it's like, okay, this looks really fun, and I'm glad I bought the game because I'm enjoying it. You know,
Like a
you got
pro.
grown fucking men talking about I'm in Hufflepuff. What the fuck? I'm in Ravenclaw. Grown goddamn men, Generation X, 40, 50 fucking years old, talking about what house they're in Hogwarts.
I
Bunch
mean,
of grown ass kids, man. Go ahead. Sorry.
so and it's not Harry Potter, but for an example, like I love the stuff that TFS produces. You know, Dragon Ball Z abridged, Hellsing Ultimate abridged, Final Fantasy abridged, all that. I love all that content. I don't agree with everything they say personally,
Yeah.
like as people, like their opinions.
Yeah.
But I still love their content, and I can appreciate that they're the works that they've made. I don't just because I disagree with it doesn't mean I hate them. Like I
Yeah.
still love their work.
Not everybody's gonna have the same
Now,
opinions.
grant, now,
Just
granted, now, granted, they're not doing anything to like cause harm to
there
anybody.
you go.
So if you're doing something that's causing harm to people, like actual harm, then
That's yeah.
yeah, then that's a different thing. But if you're not doing anything to actually like cause harm to someone, you
But
can disagree with them.
that was the
Like,
claim. Buying Hogwarts Legacy was causing harm. Like, what? It's a video game. It doesn't have that kind of power. Not even the percentage that J.K. Rowling's getting for royalties is doing that. She's a writer, barely anymore. That's all she is. They have given this woman so much power that she does not possess. And that might be the most mind boggling thing. The claims that they made, it's like, no, she doesn't have that kind of power. Like, like a
The
group of
worst
people.
she can do is donate to organizations you don't like. That's the worst she can do.
She's a feminist. That's it. Oh, I'm sorry. She's a turf. She's a wicked, evil, naughty turf. But like, she's a liberal. She's a uber liberal. But it's just a matter. But still, even that, even with the billions of dollars she has, she does not have the kind of power they claim she wields. Like, no data. Where'd the stream go? Is it still there? There we go. Excellent connection. Good. Live stream
Refresh
still there?
page. Yeah, still there.
Okay, good. I just looked over and said, no data. Like, no! But yeah, the only power that J.K. Rowling has is the power that they give her. And the sooner they figure that out, the better. Like, oh. But,
There, she is. No, they're just looks like she is living rent free in their head.
oh, God, oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. At most, the way. I've seen a couple of articles. She's gone out and mocked people on Twitter, but what else is Twitter for? Go out and mocking people, making fun of them. But you can't do that. It's mean. So, it's funny.
What's that?
Sorry.
What's that joke I saw? So you've seen the movie Troy, right, with Brad Pitt?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. No, I saw
So
the
there's
fight. A couple of fight
so
scenes.
so there's a scene in the very beginning of the movie. Is like, if you go fight him, you might die, and he's like, I know, but that is why I will live forever and you will remain a nobody, because he takes chances. But like someone made a joke online, was like, you can't say that online. Go cause fights. You'll cause something. And he goes, and that's why my name will be remembered forever.
I look at it
Because
as like, you're offended. You find it offensive. I find it funny. That's why I'm happier than you.
I find life so much easier to live the less you give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm very selective with the fucks that I give. Because I'm running out of them.
You have fucks left to give?
I do have a few. I have responsibilities, so I keep those for my responsibilities, because otherwise, if I don't give a fuck about my responsibilities, I can't play video games. See? Oh, I can't. And then I wouldn't be able to eat either. So yeah, that too.
I don't know, man. My fuckometer is running on pretty much low.
Running on empty.
It's got just enough gas in the tank to like keep fed and keep me playing video games. That's
Well,
about.
I have a limited number throughout the day, and they're used for very specific purposes.
I actually have a stack of coins that represent 3D printed that represents one fuck to give.
Oh God.
I gave
That's
so I gave them to some of my friends at the D&D table. It's like, do you really want me to give a fuck about something? Like, if you ever need me to give a fuck about something, like really care. Like, I mean, granted, I'm not gonna say like I don't care about my friends or anything like that, but like if something like that doesn't really like us concern me, but they're like, hey, I really want you to give a fuck about like okay, I know I'm probably gonna get right to the Cold Fist, but I don't like One Piece, right? I don't like the anime One Piece. I cannot stand it. So my friend John, who you met, the hugest fan about One Piece. Like him and Josh are like they fangirl over this shit. So like if he for like one day wanted me to go watch a movie with him about it or something, like to go watch something One Piece related, go do something One Piece related, he's gonna have to expend his once in a lifetime fuck coin. But if he needed a ride to the hospital, he doesn't have to use the coin. I'll give him a ride to the hospital. But like something like that's what I mean. Like if he wants me to do that, that's what he's gonna have to spend his fuck coin on. So I have given some friends like representative of one fuck to give.
Oh God.
It's great. This is why I get along with them because we have these jokes with each amongst
Yep,
ourselves.
that's always
So yeah.
important.
So yes, the fields of my fuckery are barren. The crop has been dwindling year by year. If you're lucky, you might get a fuck or two out of me.
There's so many ways that that rest of that could go, and I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Well, so we're coming up on about a little bit over close to almost 2 hours now.
Yep.
So we've gone on a lot of tangents because we have nothing really bad to say about the show.
Oh, I got lots. Well, I can again. I can
I
nitpick
know
the
you
hell out
can.
of it. I have
I
some
know you
issues with it that I'm okay with. That I'm not. I was like, okay, but
address your issues.
we did.
Address.
No, we did.
Okay.
It's pretty much
Okay. Well
everything.
then,
Everything I've mentioned, and I'm not going to not mention it. But again, it's I still highly recommend Last of Us. It's fantastic so far. Hope they keep it up. Please keep it up. Please
the
do
quality.
something
Yeah.
about the second season. God no. Anyway,
Well, I have some in them. Uh, Some, not much.
you have what? You broke
Some.
up there.
I said I have some faith in them. Not a
Well,
lot,
again,
but
so far so good. If they stay the course with how the first 4 episodes have gone, then I think the rest of the season will be good.
oh
That's
yeah, the
more.
rest of
That's.
the, I'm talking about the rest of the series. I said I have some
Oh,
faith. Some, not a lot,
I will give season 2 a chance.
of course.
I will see. I'll.
But you know what? You know
Mhm,
what? You know what? I'm definitely not
mhm.
giving a chance right now.
What's that?
I'm about to use your trigger word, Velma.
I still haven't watched episode 8. Oh God, Oh God, episode
I have
7.
I have not seen a
Velma.
single episode.
Velma dresses up as a man to get into the fog festival because for some reason the first 6 episodes they just said nothing about fog or anything like that, but all of a sudden in the 7th episode there's a fog festival and it's a magical fog festival that fucks with everything, and Velma, you have to have a date in it because this is a fucking line from the movie. Not only, oh God, because the fog festival is sexist, it's misogynist, because a woman can't get in without a man escort. Like, oh, fuck off, Mindy Kaling. Jesus. So Velma dresses up as a man and all of a sudden has this all amazing privilege. All her bad habits as a woman are suddenly seen as sexy qualities as a man. It's like, and she goes on this daydream montage of getting everything she wants because she's a man. It's like, these are jokes. It's what they call irreverent humor. It's like, no, fuck off. Rick and Morty was irreverent humor. South Park, fucking, oh God,
I love South
this
Park.
is just fucking bad writing. Okay, Team America was irreverent humor. All right, this is bullshit. I have to. Oh God, I don't. I heard episode 8 just got it just gets progressively worse every single episode with the piss ass joke, the bad jokes, the bad writing. It's just one thing after. Why did you do this? Why would you do this to me? Make me remember that show.
Because it's having you go on rant is good for our viewership.
Good Jesus Christ! I tried. I reviewed the. I talked about the first 4 episodes, and then 5 and 6 came out, and they were just so fucking boring. Just boring. I didn't bother. I couldn't be fucking bothered to make a review on it. And then I watched episode 7. It's like, this is dog shit. But I'm gonna watch I'm gonna watch the rest of it because I'm just. It's worse than a train wreck. It's one of those things where there's bodies over there, but you're looking to see if there's brains. Did anyone's skull get ripped open here? You're looking like you might as well look for the carnage. You might as well look for the rest of the carnage. It's just, God. This is a prequel. It shows the glow. No, Velma's character is written. She's a cunt. She hates everyone. She's mean to everyone. Even people who are trying to care about her, she's saying, no, oh, this, no. Oh, okay. Thank you, bastard.
There you go, guys. You got your rant.
Oh,
You
fucking
got your weekly
hell.
JJ rant.
It makes me want to go back and watch She-Hulk. That's how bad the show is. I actually thought it's like, I'd rather be watching She-Hulk. She-Hulk was entertainingly stupid. Velma's just stupid. Just, God. We didn't get any pushback. Oh, God.
Do you think? Do you think that she used whatever money she had to bribe these people to let this show go on the air?
Maybe blackmail. That's the only thing I can think of. Is the only way the show like this could possibly get greenlit and make it across somebody's desk is blackmail, extortion, something. Just speculation. Allegedly. Oh, God. You evil bastard. Okay.
Well,
That's a
guys,
maniacal laughter.
we got the rant. That's what
Okay.
we came for.
Oh, sore throat. No, I have a sore throat because I've been sick for the past goddamn month. At least I'm not sniffling anymore and having to edit out 16 cuts of out of my damn video. That's what I did. That's what I.
am not sick because I
Jesus
don't
Christ.
get sick.
I don't get sick.
I don't.
Prick.
Well, guys, you've been hearing us rant. I think long enough for this episode. We have stuff to say that we
Two
thought was
thumbs
good.
way up. Oh,
Like that like button, which you should be hitting. Haha, shill.
hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Thank you for making it this long. And I'll
And
see you next Tuesday.
I was going to say that, but yes.
Oh, of course. Oh no, that's a done deal. That's gonna.
That's That's gonna be our outro now.
Yeah, that has to be after the. I went back and clipped that part, and I clipped it and shared it because I had to go back and hear. It's like, how did I say that? And it was just, yeah, we could just end it.
So
It's like you were the
natural.
one going off on the rant and ramble, and I went, or we could just tell the audience, see you next Tuesday. Oh God! And then I realized what I said and about died laughing. It was
Yep.
perfect. So, yes, I have to go use the bathroom. I need something to drink. I want to go back to playing Hogwarts Legacy. So, yes, ultimately, watch The Last of Us. Yes, fully on.
Yes, do watch it.
Are
It's
we
great.
really gonna? Am I really gonna have to wait fucking 5 more episodes before we can get Casey's ass on here?
He hasn't. So unfortunately for us, Casey does not want to watch the show until all the season has been dropped.
Oh God, I hate people like that. Why? Oh, it's
She
water
doesn't-
cooler talk. This is water cooler talk. It keeps people interested in the whole thing. Say, what is he worried about? Spoilers? Go play the goddamn game. I never played the game. Neither did I. Just fucking watch him. You can catch up with him right now and join in on the discussion. Ah.
That's how Casey be. He likes to watch the whole thing in like continuation.
Consecutive order.
Yeah, that.
Consecutively. So, okay. We'll see. We'll get him in.
Yep. I'm gonna get me some food.
I'm going to get me some water. Yeah, everybody. All right.
We'll see
Everybody, have a good night. See you next Tuesday.
you next Tuesday.
Bye. Boom. Okay.